Hey guys, today we're going to do something a bit different. In history, we often teach you about groups of people who come to our island or invade our island and have some kind of impact or effect on us. Today I'm going to do something a bit different. Today I'm going to look at a group of people who were living in Britain way back before any of the invaders or the settlers or raiders that we teach you about in the BGE course. Today, I'm going to have a wee bit of a fun lesson and we're going to look at the Neolithic builders of Britain. We're going to look specifically at Stonehenge. Right. So I am going to use some materials from English Heritage Education Pack, and they've come up with the amazing task that we get to build our own model Stonehenge. And even better, we're going to build one out of biscuits. Now, this activity is going to help us understand that Stonehenge is made up of two types of stones, saracens and blue stones, and we're going to identify how all this was laid out. And we're going to also, by doing this task, understand the scale, just a massive achievement that was involved in building a structure the size of Stonehenge. For us locally here in Dunoon, the nearest thing we can find to this is at the back of Sandbank. Some of you may have noticed there is a strange kind of stone structure in the field where they keep the horses at the back of Sandbank, just behind the blacksmiths. And we know that is Adam's grave in Arnadam. That is a Neolithic structure as well. It's not nearly as big as Stonehenge, obviously, but it's built in a kind of similar principle. So today then, we are going to create a scale model of Stonehenge final phase from 2200 BC. Now to make our biscuit Stonehenge, we're going to need biscuits. So I've been to Morrison's, and there are two different types of stone in the Stonehenge circle. So I'm going to use kind of two types of biscuit, really. Two colours anyway. One set of stones are going to be these bourbon creams. Now we're going to need 60 of these, and there's 22 in each one of these packets, so it's 3 packets, they're 45p each. Custard creams, we're going to use them in the centre of the stone circle, and these are, well, let's see, we need 22 of these, and these are also 45p from Morrison's. Shortbread fingers, these are going to be the big sarsen stones, the huge stones that went to the heart of the stone circle at Stonehenge. We're going to need 15 of these. These were £1, but you can get a packet of Morrison's own brand ones for 45p. So all in, this cost me, let's see, it cost £2.80 to get all the biscuits for this. You could go for the cheaper packet and get it in for, I don't know, about £2.30. You don't need to use biscuits. Tasty thing is that I get to eat all these afterwards, which is epic. We could use any kind of rectangular small shaped objects like dominoes or anything like that if you want to have a go building one of these at home and you don't want to have big massive piles of biscuits or a couple of pounds to spare. So let's start by opening up all our biscuits. These are going to be our big sarsen stones that go to the centre of our stone circle. We're going to need 15 of them. There's 10 in this packet. I'm going to use 1.5 packets of these. Oh, it feels so wrong. Well guys, I've opened out all my biscuits now, and look at this. How epic is this? Oh, so many biscuits. Okay, so now all the biscuits are out of the packets, I'm going to lay them out on the table in the different rings of Stonehenge so I know where I need to build. So that's me just finished laying out my plan. You can see the bourbons around the outside are going to be the blue stones, which is the type of stone it's made from. You need to have 19 of these in the outside loop, and you need to leave a space, the gateway for the holy processions to get into the stone circle. So that should be about 1 bourbon biscuit wide. The custard creams stand on their short sides, so they're oblong up, and there should be 17 of those in the middle circle. They're a type of blue stone as well. And the saracens, the giant stones. In real life, these ones are going to be 6 meters tall. They're incredible. These ones in real life are only about 2 meters tall. We need to have 5 of these laying out in the inner core of our henge over here. Okay, so now I've got the plan of where I want them to go. Now I need to make it 3D and lift them up. So now you can see I've put together the centre of my Stonehenge. Now these big structures in the middle in real life are made of a type of stone called sarsen. And this type of stone isn't found actually anywhere near Stonehenge. So it boggled archaeologists' minds for years how far these people must have dragged it, because they brought it miles to erect the stone circle. Now the structures they make are called trilithons, which is a fancy way of saying made out of 3 bits of stone. They are dug 1 metre into the ground, and the tall stones are 6 metres long in total, and with a bit buried in the ground they're just about 5 metres in height if you go and visit them in real life. Look at the size of them. They smell amazing as well. Right, let's try the outer circle now. Turns out making Stonehenge out of biscuits starts to work. So there it is. Biscuithenge. Success. Now in total, between opening all the biscuit packets up, laying it out, building my massive construction, it probably took me about an hour to do. But you know what? I really quite enjoyed doing it. And I'm really impressed. It is epic. Why? So what are the takeaways from this project? First of all, I ate too many of these. Secondly, it's so much fun to do. It took me about an hour to do, but I was properly involved in it. It was brilliant. In terms of like building it and being careful with it, and if that's your thing about taking time over doing something and seeing something that you've built with your own hands, then that's great. In terms of like the history of it, I can see the level of skill it must have taken them to do this in real life with stone, the effort it would have taken, the time it would have taken to do it, and the careful planning to make everything go in the right place, whatever their scheme of design was. Built like this, it's impressive to see, and it's made out of biscuits. Imagine actually getting a chance to go down and see this in the real down in England. Amazing. Right, let's have some fun with it. Whoa. Well, in real life, Stonehenge didn't mean it's grizzly end with an apple, but this one did. Now, to make sure we don't waste what we've used today, good idea if you've got an empty tin, maybe a sweet tin left over from Christmas. So stick your biscuits in a tin so they don't go all squishy and soft. I hope you really enjoyed today's task as much as I did making it. If you do your own, please post a picture or a wee video of how yours went too. Thanks so much. Bye bye.